Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Randomcast. I'm your host, Master Ceremonies, Darkside Rob. It is time once again for the Key Threes, the Summer Game Fest plethora of video game trailers for all of us to feel FOMO about until games are unleashed upon us all. Yeah, I don't have a lot of opinions about, hang on, let me see if this is in the right place. Close enough. I don't have a lot of opinions or thoughts about what is or is not going to be shown here. I mean, of all the events, this is probably the one that I have like the least sort of, dowsing rod, divining rod, sort of, preconceived premonition information about in terms of like what I think we'll see. I think we'll see some cool shit. I don't think it'll be disappointing. It rarely ever is. Obviously, I'm hoping that we'll have a I feel bad for the game that ended. Actually, was that during the Game Awards or was that during Summer Game Fest? I think it was during Summer Game Fest. I think that one last thing from last year, it was disappointing. It was upsetting. It was not what we were all hoping for. But I don't know that it was necessary. I mean, maybe that's just the way it goes. It's just like you can't explain it. You can't predict it. No, you can't. Like that game that came out, which now I can't even remember the name of it now. But like, I don't know, man. That thing felt like it was announced to essentially perish on arrival. And that feels lousy. It feels lousy to say. It was lousy to witness. We all sort of knew what was happening in real time. And like, I don't ever want that to happen. I want video games to succeed. I watch these events because I obviously love video games and I want video games to do video game stuff for everyone, to be awesome, Oh, I just realized I don't have there it is. Hey, little friend. How are you? No, this way. How are you doing down there? But yeah, I don't know. I want this to be good. I want this to be a good event. I want it to be exciting. I want it to, there to be a lot of world premieres and for it to be a good time for everyone involved. I want it to be a smooth show. These are important things. What I would hope for here is ultimately what I would love to see from this event. I would love to see, some stuff that we know about and get some release dates for things that we're excited to see. I would love to see some new stuff that's coming out multi-platform for, where anywhere and everywhere between the end of the year and into the beginning of 2027. I'd love to hear some, unexpected wild announcements that might be coming out later in 2027 and possibly 2028. We saw reveals for a lot of things. I'd love to see. So specifically, I would love to see more gameplay for stuff that is coming out in the future, not necessarily cinematic trailer reveals. We're going to have plenty of those, but I just feel like I would be happier if they were showing examples of games that are coming out that have more gameplay in them as opposed to them just being pre-rendered cutscenes. Beyond that, I'm like, I kind of made a TikTok video about this earlier where it was like, this might be the first year where I really feel like my expectations are so low, not because of, I don't expect there to be good things being released or announced, but my expectations are so low because of the state of the industry, because there's just so much that I have left to play on my own personal backlog, that games have gotten so expensive, that consoles have gotten so expensive, that PC hardware has gotten so expensive, that it's really difficult to feel excited about video games right now, especially with all the, company corporate consolidation and, inevitable layoffs and downsizing of teams and shuttering of studios and sunsetting of both games that are, live service and just, games that people love that are single player games that are not multiplayer games. it feels like the gung-ho, let's go, video games are great vibe is really tougher in this environment than it has ever been. And while I absolutely want and frankly need this industry to succeed because it is something that I am so personally connected to and professionally connected to, I also just, I want it to do better. I want, studios to be able to unionize. I want games to be able to come out and not only release at $70, $80, $90, $100. I want games to be able to come out and not immediately die because they didn't sell 4 million copies. I don't need every game to be a quadruple A, live service game with microtransactions and, pay through the nose mechanics every, 23 minutes. I don't need everything. By the way, I don't need everything to be a fucking gotcha game either. I don't know if you've noticed this, but every time we do one of these shows, like a third of the games that are being, presented aren't even games that are like announcements. They're just pay the bill games that are some flavor, 31 flavors of gotcha. Whether they're made by Japan, China, Korea, who knows what. It's like, the Animu gotcha has gotten out of fucking control. And I don't think as an industry, it behooves us to have that be the only thing that's driving, design, industry, and development, regardless of whether it's making money or not. And so, like, I don't know. I know. So the funny thing is, I know the indie showcase is after Summer Game Fest. So obviously a lot of the stuff that, people are going to want to see, the indie titles that people are interested in as well, aren't going to be in this, but they'll be in that event afterward. The PC Gamer Showcase isn't until Sunday, which is after the Xbox Showcase. And yeah, I mean, it's just it's exhausting, but it's also like, I guess I want to walk away from some of these events this week feeling a little bit more hopeful about the state of video games and the stuff that I love, the stuff that I want to play, and, the stuff that I want to see from this industry. And it not just all be tentpole, AAA, quadruple A, noise. I want to see some creative shit. I want to see some stuff doing some wild things. I want to see stuff that I'm not expecting. I want to see games that, take some chances, try something new, that, games that come out at different price points, that, that ask something of us as gamers rather than just, placating to the lowest common denominator because that gets clicks and click-throughs and fucking, people to swipe their credit card. And beyond that, like, I'm really open and receptive to anything. Hell, I'll even take another GTA 6 trailer. I at this point, hey, what's up, Executioner? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I just want, damn it, I just want to feel something. I don't know what love is. I fucking need it. I fucking need it, okay? I fucking need it. Anyway, real quick, since we're coming down to a couple minutes before we start here, once again, hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you're watching the stream live here on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/DarksideRob, RAHB. Thank you so much for being here. We got 2 streams today. Well, 1 stream, 2... second verse, same as the first. I swear to God, the ADHD is hitting so hard today. Fuck. Fuck. But yeah, we've got 2 shows going on right now in this one stream. We have Summer Game Fest starting now in about 6 minutes. Then we've got the indie games show or indie showcase, whatever the hell it is, right after that. So we'll be going from one through into the other. That'll be the show today. Hey, what's up? Woo! Half-Life 3 announcement. Could you imagine it at Hilma's? That was the case. I don't know. I still have to play the Onimusha demo. I might do that afterward if my brain isn't falling out my ear after the indie event. We might not watch the whole indie event. I'm just gonna say that right now in case we switch over to that, because I might jump into that. I also want to play some Mina the Hollower. And then on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, we also have the Xbox showcase and the reveal event for the new Gears of War game. So I'll be streaming on Sunday as well. But yeah, I don't really have too many other things to say other than to those of you watching on Twitch TV right now, thank you so much for being here. If you're watching this on the VOD later on YouTube, come hang out with us on the live stream, twitch.tv/DarksideRob, RAHB. In addition to the stuff that I'm doing for Summer Game Fest, I also stream 3 times a week, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you are watching on YouTube, I hope you are enjoying this VOD. And if you like it, please consider subscribing and clicking the like button and sharing with your friends. And I did not have time, unfortunately, to make a thoughts video on the Sony State of Play by itself. What I am likely going to do is when Summer Game Fest is completely over, I'm going to make one big video that tries to talk about everything, but also really focus on the stuff that I walked away from this event feeling were like the best, the worst, and the in-between. Like my overall thoughts of Summer Game Fest 2026. Guild Wars 3, I mean, I don't know, man. That would be fucking wild. At Summer Game Fest, I mean, it would be the best marketing that a Guild Wars game has ever gotten. I don't know. Frankly, I'd be fine if they just keep making Guild Wars 2 content for the next couple of years, because I'm still catching up. But yeah, they're gonna, I mean, ArenaNet's gonna announce something. Is it gonna be announced here? Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much it for announcements. I told you what we're doing here on the stream. I told you about, YouTube, like and subscribe. Follow me on social media, !social if you're in the Twitch chat. The links are also on the YouTube. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Threads. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube Shorts. You look for Darkside Rob. You can find me. Follow me everywhere because I post stuff on all social media platforms every flippin' day of the week. If there's a Darkside Rob, it's most likely me, unless people are stealing my content, which can't happen. And last but not least, thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to be doing this for yet another year with Summer Game Fest and the Key 3s and all that good stuff. Please subscribe. Sorry, no, let me get those in the right order. Like and subscribe is for YouTube. Follow and subscribe is for Twitch. Keeping track of these things are ridiculous. But yeah, if you are enjoying the Twitch stream, please be sure to follow the channel. And if you like what I do here, please subscribe on Twitch, or also you can subscribe on Patreon, or just, give me a coffee on coffee.com. Any and all of the ways that you can support what I do here on the internet help out tremendously so I can keep doing wonderful, high quality live streams such as the one you were watching today. Without further ado, let's hop in here and bring up the stream, make sure everything's working here. Let's make sure the audio. How is the audio? It seems quiet. Does it seem quiet to you guys? I'm not sure why it's so low. Maybe it'll be louder when the actual broadcast starts. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do if it... Why is it so quiet? It was so fucking loud before. Hello? Maybe it'll get louder when the actual event starts. It's so funny because the Sony show was so... The Sony State of Play was so damn loud yesterday. I feel like it's time to retire this bubblegum logo thing. Because every time I do this, my face just looks like bubble yum. It's just so pink, man. Not that there's anything wrong with pink. I love pink. I love the color pink. I love the singer pink. Pink is a cool thing. But the screen is so close to my face that every time it's just like, oh, look, I have a piece of bubble gum. Might be time to do a new set of designs. I'm going to figure out what's going on with the audio here because it seems kind of quiet. Or it might be on my end. We'll see. It might also just be... We'll see if it gets louder when the actual event starts. I don't think I have a way to turn the volume up any higher, unfortunately. And I'm sounding really loud now. So we'll see. Hopefully it won't be too quiet for y'all. 44 seconds. I'm excited. Oh, I need a beverage. Hang on. Aren't You thirsty? Because I'm thirsty. All right, much better now. Oh, good. We can go now. Oh, it is louder. Okay. The following contains flashing lights and visual effects that may affect voters. Thank you, Geoff. We appreciate your concern.
Stage, the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Check the shoes. Check the shoes. Check the shoes. Are the The shoes are boring. Come on, we need more flashier shoes, Geoff. We always need flashier shoes. Ooh, I like that jacket, though. Brother!
You guys are prepped and ready.
The key threes require flashier shoes.
All right, hello, everybody, and welcome to
Tell me about the fucking golf shoes.
biggest global showcase of what's next.
Oh, we can't start with...
In 2020, because we didn't want to lose that magic.
Can't start with ambulances right off the bat. Get out of here, New York.
Gamers around the world come together to hype ourselves about the future. New worlds, new stories, new characters.
I don't know why this is so quiet. Sorry.
This is our 7th and biggest SGF, and I have to tell you today.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
Now, over the next 2 hours, we, alongside some of the world's most talented game developers, are going to show you why gaming's best days are right ahead of us. What I love about SGF is that we put platforms and rivalries aside. It doesn't matter where you play, everyone is welcome here today. And right now, everyone has a lot of games to play. As you can see behind me, in just the first 5 months of 2026, Steam saw a record-setting 9,265 new game releases, and that's up from 7,800 last year.
Right, but how many of those are porn games? Let's be honest.
Than at any point
we know like 8,000 of those are porn games,
now,
right?
Sure, a cynic might look at those numbers and think, how can anyone possibly break through with their game? But then, great medium. Now, sure, a cynic might look at those numbers and think, how can anyone possibly break through with their game? But then...
What's happening? Everybody's having issues. I'm having issues. The stream's having issues.
Like Eugenics.
Holy crap.
Or Far, Far West. That tells you something important.
We've hit a bump in the matrix.
You guys are hungry for new experiences. You want originality, games at different price points. And when developers take bold, creative swings, turns out you guys show up for them.
Holy shit, it sounds like he was listening to my preamble. That's amazing. Let's see if that follows through. I love the design of this set, though. Holy shit, that is gorgeous.
Others actually find smaller, passionate communities that love them deeply. And today, both of those kinds.
I like this. This is a good start.
The truth is, not every game has to be for everyone. That's what makes this medium so exciting right now.
Dude, this is crazy. Like right.
This show helps drive discovery. I hope you find your next favorite game today.
This is so funny. Because this is literally the shit I was talking about in the preamble. I love that.
Okay. It's going to be a fun ride. So let's get started with our preview of what's ahead with our first announcement.
Nice. Let's go. Please let me know if we're still having issues with the volume of the stream. Stream is a tad hard to hear. Yeah, it is. It's low. I don't know why it's so quiet. I don't want to fuck with it too much though. It is low. Like I can tell it's low, but I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't turn it up any louder. The only thing I can do is turn the broadcast, turn the actual computer output up.
Oui? Qui est-ce? So, you're the American who called earlier. The sister of the man on the 3rd floor.
The trailer seems to be louder than the show audio, though.
Welcome to Paris. It's so nice to meet you. Brr, it's freezing. Come in. Come in. We don't want you to catch a cold.
Yeah, I think the broadcast audio is low.
I hate to say it, but your brother is, well...
What's this, RE10?
In we go.
I'll lower this a little bit. What?
Oh la la. Mais quel
What?
bagage.
Why do we keep having...
He's made such a mess again.
keep having...
I just...
Oh, and it's out of sync again. They had this problem last year, too.
Like a boulder rolled through here. Huh?
Stream's out of sync again. We had this problem last year, so...
Delightful biscuit. I'm sure he won't notice if we help ourselves. Oh.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Oh, no.
It must be the maintenance. Bring some nice coffee.
Uh-oh. 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 Is this part of the game? Yeah, they had the same issue during the Game Awards, yeah. I imagine it's because of how many people are trying to watch it at the same time. You know, it's probably the amount of data being streamed in and out is probably causing massive issues. Even with the venue being prepared for it, it's probably a lot. Like, it's kind of amazing that they can do a broadcast like this over the internet. Oh, God. Lies of P2. What? What the fuck? Resident Evil Veronica remake? Or is this a new game? Wait. Is this a new game or is this a remake of something? This is a remake. Okay, yeah. Well, they're gonna remake everything. Yeah. It is RE5. Okay.
Capcom on a roll. What a way to kick off the show. Resident Evil Veronica revisits a classic title from the Resident Evil universe, reimagining the experience for today's players. Thank you to Takeuchi-san.
No, it's not 5.
News.
It's not 5. It is a reimagining of a different
independent game studios in the world.
Because RE5 is a very different game.
Hello there, I'm Cuphead here at Studio MDHR headquarters.
What? Wait, okay, Cuphead stuff?
Special announcement for all of you. We're happy to confirm that development has begun on a brand new, hand-animated Cuphead video game.
Let's go!
Our talented
I love to see that MDHR is doing new stuff.
which will take Cuphead and friends on a fresh, exciting adventure. Still in early stages, but we look forward to revealing more when the time is right. Well, from all of us here at Studio MDHR, thank you for...
Of course, yeah.
I didn't know this was plugged in.
It's not.
Hello? Yes? Oh, indeed.
They have something to show.
Oh, you want me to tell them?
They have something to
Yes,
show.
I'll tell them. Yes, right now.
I love this. This is funny.
Well, it seems I have one more surprise. A small team within our studio has been working in secret on something completely different. This new project is a love letter to the era that brought us into the world of video games. We have prepared a sneak peek, and I'd say... it's pretty radical.
You're looking at the wrong camera.
Pretty radical.
Also, the phone is not plugged in. The phone is not plugged in, for the record.
Now in development at Studio MDHR.
Mighty Cuphead event. This is, I'm so glad MDHR is still doing stuff.
A new fast-action platform shooter.
Oh, cool.
Quality graphics and amazing sound. Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
Only from Studio MDHR.
That's awesome. I love that. I'm gonna have to read more into Resident Evil Veronica because I'm actually not sure what game that is.
Studio MDHR,
But I'm always looking for more
Cuphead Adventure,
Capcom games.
8-bit action platformer coming to consoles and PC, and then a brand new hand-animated Cuphead.
That was confusing though, because it did look like they were remaking RE5, and then that's not what it was. By starting with the 5, it was like, oh, okay, it's RE5.
Looking for game. It's
But
Lucy
no,
James,
it wasn't.
everyone.
Lucy James just started a really cool thing too, by the way. Which I think it's great that they have her here, especially with the Discovery stuff they were talking about. I think she's going to talk about it.
Here at Summer Game Fest, and I'm excited to share in so many incredible announcements. Now, this next one is very special for me. It's a game we've all been waiting to see for a long time.
No kidding. But yeah, she just started a video game discovery company and left GameSpot to do that. No, GameSpot. There's a video up on YouTube about the new thing that she's starting. It sounds really cool. I think it's a great idea. Oh. Watch me this. Huh? Yeah, let's go! Wait, I may be wrong, actually. Wait, Creative Assembly did... No, now I'm confused again. Fuck. No, it is... Okay, it is this. It is this. It's the new Alien Isolation game. Right? It has to be.
Do you understand?
Yeah. Alien Isolation 2.
I understand.
Bro, let's go. Okay, I'm glad my intuition was correct. Oh shit. Yes, let's go. I need to replay Alien Isolation so badly. Yes, let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Oh, this makes me so happy. No, don't call it AI 2. We're still dealing with AI 1. And we all hate it.
Hi, I'm Al Hope, Creative Director of Alien Isolation 2.
And I'm Anna Sophie, Art Director of Alien Isolation 2.
On behalf of the whole
Let's
team at
fucking
Creative
go.
Assembly,
Yes.
We're very excited to share our return to the genre.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We released the first
12 years. Oh,
and we're continuing what we started, creating an authentic new chapter which builds on that core isolation
He
experience.
did say 12 years, right? I didn't hear that wrong.
Relentless alien.
And this time, we're unleashing the alien on an unsuspecting colony world. From the claustrophobic confines of the colony itself to the exposed and storm-ravaged landscape surrounding it, Kurosaki Station is a new hunting ground for the ultimate apex predator. Players will face a desperate struggle to survive and escape, and we cannot wait to show you more in the future. Thanks.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Thanks so much, Anna and Al. Today, we are honored to have one of gaming's true visionaries here with us in the audience.
Hideo Kojima.
His work has reminded us that games can be emotional and deeply human. From Eco to Shadow of the Colossus,
Mandatory Hideo Kojima mention once per Key 3.
medium. Please join me in recognizing the legendary Fumito Ueda-san. Ueda-san, great to see you.
Nice.
And now, let's talk about his next game. A few years ago, we gave you an early glimpse at Ueda-san's next game, then known as Project Robot. Well, now, It's time to step deep.
The robot Colossus thing stuff.
That marks Ueda's first game in a decade. Let's take a look.
This is like the robot of the Colossus thing. Epic. No. Wild. Shadow of the Robot, yeah. Robot of the Colossus. I'm already on board. I mean, you know, Shadow of the Colossus is one of my all-time favorite games ever, so I'm down to see what this guy does next, and it looks sick. This has got to be a 2028 game, right? Bro. genATLAS. Yeah. Cool.
Does that look incredible? Oh, all right. I cannot wait for genATLAS. Thank you, Ueda-san. All right.
No date.
We travel to the
No
east,
date.
to China, circa 848 AD. Blood Message is a cinematic single-player action-adventure game from NetEase. You are a messenger who embarks on a perilous eastward odyssey with your son, fighting against impossible odds.
NetEase. Why do I know what I think that company has done in the past, but I can't remember right now. What is that, like an ocarina that looks like a blowfish? What is that? Oh, it's a toy. They're having real issues with levels of stuff in this Game Fest so far. No, I think this is China. That was louder. I mean, whatever this is, it looks great. But again, none of this is gameplay. So I'm kind of like, it looking good does not necessarily, it's that, okay, this is gameplay. I think. It's giving Ghost of Tsushima, kind of. That still seems like a lot of cinematic and not necessarily gameplay. There was some gameplay in there, it seemed like, but it seems mostly cinematic trailer to me. Yeah, I think it's in-game cinematic. Blood message. I need to know what gameplay is before I'm more interested in something like this. Especially when I still even haven't played Ghost of Yote yet. I'm like, I have a couple of more games I have to get through before I can be interested in something like this. It looks fine. I need there to be some gameplay
now,
for me.
Please welcome a game developer who is visiting the US.
Also, no date on that.
In 2 decades. From RGG Studio, it's Masayoshi Yokoyama.
Hey, I'm really excited for this game. Stranger Than Heaven, let's go. I hope this game is good. Stranger Than Heaven looks dope.
こんにちは、横山です。本日はストレンジャーズ・ヘブンについて新しい発表がございます。まずはこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Hello everyone, this is Yokoyama. Today, we have an exciting new update about Stranger Than Heaven. First, please take a look.
We can't wait to show you more in the future. No, wait a minute. This is not a Nintendo State of Play. Or Nintendo whatever.
アジア人ってんでのけ者にされて日本じゃ毛頭扱い俺は何人なんだって何度も思ったろ敵討ちかつまらねえことに人生使ってんだ大統領
この件にけじめをつけねえと俺の人生始まらねえんだ
Snoop Dogg is in this? Wait, what? Wait, that, okay, what? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Talk about, first of all, we have a release date.
本作の発売日は2027年1月15日となります。そして先ほどのトレーラーには
okay.
キャストも情報が含まれていましたが、その件に関してはこの方に語ってもらいましょう。
Stranger Than Heaven will be released on January 15th, 2027. As you may have noticed in the trailer, we revealed some interesting new cast members. To tell you more about that, I'd like to bring out a special guest.
Please welcome.
Tupac's alive! Snoop, we still haven't forgotten what you've done, man.
Snoops, everyone's talking about this game. It's so good to have you here, man.
That's crazy.
So you teaming up with Yokoyama. Tell us, how does this happen? Why do you want to work with RGG?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Sega. I've been playing that game since it first came out, and you know, to be associated with such a great game and such a great person like this and the team that they put together, it's an amazing, you know, feat for me. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
Now we got to talk about what just announced in this trailer. How's Tupac being a part of this?
You know, the Tupac estate and my son and myself, we work very closely together, so it just made sense to put him in this.
This feels gross.
He still lives on, and I just feel like it was so connected.
This feels gross.
What y'all think?
I think Tupac would have fucking hated this.
We got more surprises in there too. I know
I think he would have fucking hated it.
Hearing more on Stranger Than Heaven. I also want to ask you though about something a couple years ago at TGA. You and Cordell talked about Death Row Games is something that you.
That's what I think.
Any updates on what's happening there, DRG?
Yes, sir. Death Row Games. You know, we're building a hip-hop gaming universe, bringing an authentic culture to life. You know what I'm saying? And we just got a lot of plans.
Man.
Actually bring it to life in the next, you know.
I'm trying to think what they could have done
hopefully hear more on
that would have ruined my excitement for this game more than putting someone in the game who is not alive. and how they plan to pull that off.
Stunning debut title from a new studio in
Because it's gonna feel weird no matter how they fucking do it. And I have to say, I don't love it. Also, Snoop Dogg.
the Wild North as researchers stranded in a mind-bending
I got real issues with Snoop Dogg too these days.
world. This is a very cool game.
He's a little too free and easy with certain sections of the political sphere that he sort of like hand waves away when it's convenient. And I don't love it. So if your plan was to make me feel shittier about Stranger Than Heaven, mission accomplished. What is this? Oh, this is interesting and gross and weird. Yeah, we've got weird alien languages. If this is an extraction shooter, I'm gonna scream. Oh, I think this is... No, I don't know what this is. I thought maybe this was Mundfish's thing, like the cube or whatever, but I don't know. Now I have no idea what this is. HAEX. What is that?
I can't wait to see more from HAEX. It looks absolutely
That's not how that's spelled.
More SGF to come, but first on
It's not HAEX. It's HAEX.
is celebrating its 10th.
It's HAEX.
Watch this closely because here's a little tease.
You can't just make up how letters work. I mean, I guess you can. It's all made up anyway. But Jesus Christ. We're running out of made-up words that sound like words by doing weird spellings. Okay, that's creepy. If Pennywise made a video game. Clowns? Why did it have to be clowns? Is this more... It's more Dead by Daylight stuff? Yes, it's more Dead by Daylight stuff. Dead by Daylight, yeah, that's what it is. More Dead by Daylight stuff. They really were driving it home with the hook there. I can't believe that's been out 10 years. Whoa, let's go! Mortal Shell 2 online beta. Yes. Oh my God, I have so much to play now. I have to check that out. Oh, I think these are commercials. I think we're currently watching commercials. I think it's time to pay the bills. They're very smooth with how they do it, but this venue doesn't pay for itself. What if you played a game based on the spider from Wild Wild West? Oh, that is new. Sand Raiders of Sophie. Okay.
Is it dangerous? Edward. Privateering. Is it dangerous?
Ah, hello.
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Gentlemen, we do not
Ooh, done in a minor key. Nice.
orders of a single madman.
Yeah. AC Black Flag remake.
Collective madness. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of
It looks great. It looks great. I don't love that they've cut out all of the stuff that connects it to the modern day. But I mean, Ubisoft has basically given up on the modern day aspect of these games. So it is what it is.
After you, Captain. Path ahead is dangerous. Don't save me a spot in hell, Shaka. Path ahead is dangerous.
Oh. What is happening with the stream today?
Welcome back to
Technical difficulties continue.
Flag Resynced, which is arriving July 9th. Now it's time for the announcement of a game that reunites one of the best action game developers in the world with a legendary franchise.
I mean, people hated the modern day stuff, but also Ubisoft dropped the ball on it and didn't. There was a way to stick the landing to make that stuff resonate and come through to a future current level day game, and they botched it on every level. Could be TMNT by Platinum. Yeah, it is. Well done, Hillness. By Platinum Games. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. Oh, so you're playing as Leo? That's fucking wild. I mean, Platinum Games, I'm in.
Fun yet? We are just getting started, believe it or not. All right, well, that's another TMNT game from Platinum Games, and I cannot wait to learn more about Last Ronin. Now, please welcome two-time TGA loser for Expedition 33 and Final Fantasy 16. It's Ben Starr, who voices the Visitor in Fortnite.
Ben Starr, he loves money. Mr. Balatro himself.
For the past little while, I have
Ben
had
Balatro.
the opportunity to step into the world of
He's great.
Fortnite as the Visitor. And today, I finally get to share a glimpse of where that journey is heading next. We've been working on this for a long time. A new season is about to begin, and everything is about to change. Let me show you
Fortnite about to become good?
next season. Run
Probably not.
launching later tonight.
I shouldn't say that. I just don't care about playing Fortnite. It's crazy how many people love Fortnite, and I just...
The hunt for power breeds chaos.
I don't know. I just think... I think kids have bad taste in video games. I kid. I'm joking. I'm just. It's a gas. It's a gaff. It's a.
Faster.
No.
More dangerous. No one can resist that kind of power. So we must secure them.
It hurts my soul that we get no more Destiny, but Fortnite is forever. Only my video games are good. Dark Side Rob. I mean, it's literally my stream. I can say and do whatever the fuck I want. Start your own stream, Illness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. I'm sorry. This all does 0 for me. It does 0 for me.
Now, if you're wondering how we end up on this new island, you'll have to jump into the Shattered event happening live inside Fortnite right after.
And the video's out of sync again.
This season, we asked every player to choose a side. And in the live event, that choice changes
Let me see if I can fix this.
Changes your experience. It has all been building to this moment. The party starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time, but the doors open early. And
Hey, Mrs. Dunsale, how are you doing?
to the very end.
No, it's still out of sync.
I've got
It'll probably shift again.
waiting for you.
Uh-oh.
The stage is set. You chose your side. This ends now.
That's today? Okay.
Now it's time
Yeah, we're now even more out of sync.
by Namco about one of the most influential sci-fi franchises ever created.
On Earth, mankind measured time by seasons, not science.
It's happening on the broadcast end, not on my stream. They're out of sync on their end.
Out here, that promise is a lie.
Okay, yeah, this is really out of sync. I have no idea what this is. No, not Star Wars.
Every breath taken is inside an armored shell.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's fucking Gundam. Okay, that ruined it, but it's a Gundam. I am of the belief that none of these games have ever been good. So maybe a good one of these would be cool if they can accomplish it. But I don't think any of these have ever been good. Gundam Rogue Orbit 2027. Hey, it's that guy. Oh.
I'm here.
That's a reference to something.
Thousands of games.
Those little flying things are a reference to some Gundam anime thing, but I'm not.
My new newsletter, Looking for Game.
Okay, so this is the new thing that she started, looking for game.
I'll be curating and selecting games that deserve your
This is a very cool
attention every
thing.
week and sending demos and exclusive playtest invites straight to your inbox. Head over to lookingfor.game to sign up with player.gg. Speaking of fun,
very cool.
unexpected games, this next title comes from a solo developer, Adrián Mulero from Spain. It is a co-op physics game about 2 geese and 1 very fragile egg.
Okay, Hunky, ready to be a parent?
Oh, okay.
Sure, don't worry. This is a piece of cake.
Be careful with our little baby.
Don't drop it. Don't drop it.
Untitled Geese event game.
Drop it. Don't drop it. Careful.
Yeah.
To left. Left. Your other left.
Okay, new plan. This is a good one. Are you listening to me?
What is this? It's way too hard.
Watch out with our baby. If we work together, I know we can do it.
How? This is extremely hard.
Oh gosh, that looks really hard. Maybe if we look for some more people, it would be easier.
Okay.
This really is is an
extremely hard game. Okay, that's funny.
Congrats, Adrian. What a fun game. All right, now it is time for a debut game from a veteran team of developers who come from Naughty Dog.
So the date of that was in European, so I have no idea when that game is coming out because I couldn't make sense of it.
On an ambitious new project. Here.
It's coming out this year, right? Or was it when it was it 27? Was it 2027?
Endlessly disappointing.
I'll have to go back and look at it again.
They're greedy.
That looked. I mean, it looked fine. I probably won't play it.
They're cruel.
Because I don't do co-op. I don't need friends.
They lie. They're bullies.
Hey, Stokes? Yeah, I got one of them.
So that's what I say when I look at someone like you. Bully.
See, that's where we're different. I genuinely like most people.
Oh, well, then you're truly a sick fuck.
Okay. That's no moon.
We need to move.
Is that the wait? That's got to be the studio, not the. Or is that the name of the game?
You're not one of them anymore.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, that's temporary. Just like you and me.
You guys don't understand the real threat.
This looks cool.
Hurry, stay low! If I go to work with my enemy to survive, so be it. For now.
Either we fight those things together, or die alone.
I have the phone.
No. Do not touch him. We fight together, or die alone.
Crossfire. That's no moon as a studio. Crossfire, that looks interesting.
For over 18 years, Jacob and I have developed character-driven games with the goal of thoroughly connecting design and story. In Crossfire, two opposing operators must form a temporary alliance. Depending on one another is their only chance of survival.
To support this narrative, we completely rethought how cover and traversal work together.
Cool.
And created a system that rewards tactical thinking, stealth, and repositioning. It's called adaptive cover. With adaptive cover, our player character Layla dynamically adjusts her stance to react to the complex terrain and the enemy's line of sight. It fundamentally changes your relationship with the environment and becomes an active skill to master.
Shout out to our amazing team at That's No Moon, who are meticulously crafting Crossfire. It's for all of you who, like us,
That's No Moon is a great name for a studio.
single-player, story-driven games. Thank you.
That looked great. You know, that was giving me vibes of that amazing game that came out years ago that took place in the Dubai desert.
We introduced the next game.
Like the whole of Dubai was overtaken by
world of control.
Sandstorm. I wish I could remember the name of it right now, but it was giving me. It was giving me instances of that. Oh, this is.
House has fallen.
I'm so ready for this game. This is more Control Resonant. Let's go.
Is now loose in the streets
I
of.
wish I could remember the name of that other game.
This was caused by a new type of hostile resonance. It is beyond anything that we can currently measure. It's all quite terrifying.
Oh, dude, please. Please let this be good. This looks so sick. This just hits everything that I want from a Control game. This song is amazing.
All we can do is dig deeper. Keep searching for the solutions in every way we can. Before it's too late.
That looks so sick.
Right now, it's time for another Summer Game Fest exclusive, the announcement of the next game in a storied franchise.
Oh my god, that looks like Control Resonant is just like hitting with me on every level. Ah. What that?
We all have our own reasons for coming to this vast frontier. But for our guild, we who protect this land, one reason stands above all others: our wonder. You feel it too. We see it in your eyes. Wonder at the astonishing power that shapes this land of awe.
Oh my god.
Spirits to whom we are bound. At the gods who hold dominion over all.
No way.
Guarantee your comfort or even your safety. But if you yearn for horizons unexplored, for fellowship and purpose, for a cause worth dying for, to you, we can promise magic.
Wow! Holy shit! Begins fall 2027. Holy crap!
To everyone watching both here and live online around the world, I'm Colin Johansson, the studio head at ArenaNet, and I want to thank you for watching the exclusive first look at our upcoming game. The time is right for the next evolution of the MMORPG, and that game is Guild Wars 3.
Wow. Wow.
Glad you all agree. Guild Wars 3 is an epic world that is both beautiful.
Holy shit.
Where the joy of movement is powered by your character's momentum and combat.
I would love to know how long they've been working on this.
Of MMO experience. By launching on PC and PlayStation 5, we're inviting the biggest audience yet to experience the world of Guild Wars.
Not Xbox.
We're so excited to welcome all of you to join our Guild Wars community. Go to guildwars3.com to sign up for our newsletter right now. Thank you.
Oh, I want to see some gameplay. I know it's way too soon for that.
Thanks, Colin.
Holy shit.
To blast across the galaxy with daring races, dangerous rivals, and some very familiar faces.
I need to fix where that is.
Is coming this October. And now it's time to head to a brand new planet, Dervanakos. Now this is pod racing.
I apologize for the sunlight on my face. This is just what happens when this fucking... the sun just comes right in through the window because there's a particular slat where it just comes right in on my face, but that's okay. It'll move in a minute or two. This looks fun. I mean, I don't know that this is a game that I want to play necessarily.
My sources say you've been making friends amongst our fellow League pilots.
But I also said the same thing about, you know, Star Wars Outlaws, and I really like that game. So who knows? There's always a chance. I can't believe that Guild Wars 3 just got announced. Like, can we please see more of Guild Wars? Like, Can we see more of Guild Wars 3, please?
Stay out of my way.
Oh, this is
The website hasn't been unlocked yet. That's crazy. That's crazy that Guild Wars 3 is actually a real thing. Dude, this looks amazing. This looks really, 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 really good. I can't believe we're getting another pod racing game. That's crazy. It looks like a ton of fun. I don't know, man. With what games cost these days, I'm conflicted on paying like $70 for that. Oh, is this I think this is the new game from one of the This is from the ex Little Nightmares devs. One of the other teams that came out of the Little Nightmares developer Exodus, I believe. End of Abyss. Yeah, that game looks super sick. October 1st. I really like the idea of a more proactive Little Nightmares game. God, there's a lot of games already. Oh, I think this is the game that people were calling like first-person Dredge. Like back last year when people were first talking about it, unless this is something else. Yeah. You have horrible breath. Last Harbor. Yeah, I think that is what that is. No date on that.
A few years ago, we announced Sega's plans to bring back many of its classic franchises, including Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi. Another one is Virtua Fighter. Today, we've got your first ever look at the surprising scale and scope of the next installment. This is Virtua Fighter Crossroads.
Raft 2. It's insane that we're getting a new Virtua Fighter game. Never thought that would happen. I literally have the sun going right into this eye right here, and it's driving me fucking mental. Look at this fucking shit on my face. I need to try to fix this. Sorry.
Are we talking about your ex? Hey, I've got an idea for you.
Hey, Yellow. Bet you're hungry after this morning, huh?
I don't think it made any difference. I think it just put it in. I think it just arranged the dots in a different order.
I know.
Is it all out of? It's still all out of sync. Okay, that's great.
We're kidding about this being a fighting town.
We're all fuck-ups. Otherwise, we wouldn't be living in.
Do people care about story in a Virtua Fighter game? Can we see some combat?
Kill them all.
I'm confused.
Hey, it's me.
And it's all still out of sync again. The whole goddamn thing is out of sync.
This is not gonna blow over, Cielo. You fucked with the Chinese Mafia.
Oh.
One more move and I'll cut her fucking head off! All right, just take it easy.
Not Chun-Li.
Of a fighter, but you are lacking in kung fu.
Rise over the cries,
How is this still all out of sync?
and survivors.
Virtua Fighter Crossroads. Please show some fighting. Or not. Okay.
That's Pai Chan.
Who's Pai Chan?
What?
Okay, there's their own showcase. Now go back to Guild Wars 3, please.
25 years since RuneScape was born, and 20 years tomorrow that Duriel 321 wreaked havoc in Falador. Finally, this legendary universe is coming to console with RuneScape Dragon Wilds.
I'm a little shocked that like ArenaNet doesn't have like their own showcase at some point to like show off more about what Guild Wars 3 is, because like them just announcing it is not enough for people right now. Like they need to give people a little bit more than that, I think. You know?
But some.
I'm gonna move back just so that like the fucking light is not right on my face, because it's literally like over my mouth right now.
They adapt. They build.
Oh, and it probably will for a little bit longer. I'm just bummed they didn't show more.
Claiming dominion. And forging.
Like, I wish they would have been like, and we'll have an event to talk more about what all this is at some point. You know, like maybe show you some classes, what gameplay is like. Like, I mean, I feel like the worry for me is that people know what Guild Wars 2 is to such a degree that they have to have something for people that gives them reassurance that it's something new, but also something familiar, you know? I don't know why I'm right. This is just the ads section. Orbitals looks great, by the way. But yeah, I want them to show us more. I'm excited, but like I'm also, you know, again, Guild Wars 2 is such a particular experience that I would love to know that it's going to be. I worry I'm so set in my ways that if it is too different, I'm not going to enjoy it. And I may not even be the focus, but I'm just worried about that. Like,
With tempers rare.
reinventing the wheel may not be the best thing when Guild Wars 2 is already so unique, you know?
Not all recast.
What in the...
And doom. And death. Our last.
Oh, this is Soulframe? Pretty sure this is Soulframe.
I'll find you.
Yeah. I should check this game out at some point. People seem to like what they're doing, and it's different enough from Warframe, you know?
Welcome to Brook Hollow Park.
It's okay, they're not actually monsters.
This is another, yeah.
They're a lot smaller now.
Clever girl.
You're looking at a living fossil.
I think maybe...
You're gonna want to see this.
I think teenage me would have fucking loved these games. I think adult me is less interested in, and like the art style of these games has just turned me off immediately every time I've seen it. And I hate to be that set in my ways about things, but I just... Yeah, just I really, you know, I hope there are people who are enjoying Grounded 2. This is not a game I've ever been interested in playing. It's a shame, because I know Obsidian puts a lot of work into those games.
Some guys leave it to luck. Let it ride on a roll of the dice.
Is this like Old Country DLC or something?
Not me. You can have all the luck in the world. But what matters is the choice you make.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
When the cards are on the table.
Mafia, the Old Country Man of Honor. I feel like that game came and went, and people were extremely disappointed because it was far more linear than 3. And I should probably check it out one of these days. But yeah, that game did not do as well as I think it needed to.
From the original Mafia, Man of Honor expands Enzo's journey in Mafia: The Old Country this August. Okay, can you imagine working on something for 16 years of your life?
Yes, this stream.
Creator of Assassin's Creed set out on a journey to build his next time-bending epic. Today, after many twists and turns, it is finally time for Patrice Désilets to invite you in to his new world.
Nash Digital Games. Oh no? Why is it oh no?
I was born to be the collector.
Have they been working on GTA 6 for 16 years? I don't think so. I don't think it's been that long. I don't know. Time.
To be feared for what I am.
Time makes no sense anymore.
It is my fate.
Female assassin?
I have devoted my life to facing them. Those granted the power to raise souls. Those.
Oh, it's like a witch thing? What?
Tilting the ancient balance toward cataclysm.
Oh, I like whatever this is leaning towards.
But at last, their debt is due. Every choice, every breath has led me to this moment.
This seems sick.
As the moon bears witness, I take the first step. My time has come. I am ready.
1666 Amsterdam. Dude, that looks cool. I want to know more.
Thank you, Geoff, and thank you, everyone. 1666 has been a monumental and emotional journey. David Lynch once said, "The film is the talking." That's how I feel today about the game. Instead of explaining features, I'll simply say this. As of right now, the prologue is free to download on Steam and Epic Game Store.
What? Oh, man.
30-minute story experience and amuse-bouche, if you will. I'll leave you with a glimpse of what's to come when the game launches on early access later this year. Join us for the journey. Merci and panache Calis.
That's cool. It's like a Witch's Coven Assassin's Creed kind of deal. Oh, I definitely am gonna check that shit out. That is right up my fucking alley. That looks sick.
We've got a lot of great announcements for you, including a special surprise guest. Who's that? Wait,
damn it.
Billy from Saw?
You called that early on in the broadcast, Hilness.
Hello.
The Jigsaw connection in the
That's great. We're here at Summer Game Fest. This is
Saw Genesis. Oh God.
Roll the tape.
You heard the puppet. Roll the tape.
I've only ever been able to sit through the first Saw film.
100 years have passed.
Is Tobin
Genesis of your legacy?
Tobin Bell is still alive, right?
I call you a monster, but I call you a prophet. Pain is our only true path to redemption. It strips away the lies that people tell themselves. Only then do they get to see.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. No, you don't need to hold on that. Ah. God damn it, man.
A sacrifice must always be paid in blood. Live or die.
No.
Your book, bound in blood.
No.
Inspires those who are worthy.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not for me either. I don't think so.
Let the games begin.
Our war's end.
My biggest complaint with Saw is that the first movie was the only one that ever validated all of the bloody antics, and every other Saw, anything that ever came out was just doubling down on the gore and the violence.
Will be determined.
And it really goes too far for me.
Final.
Oh, those are boobies. Hello.
We are ready.
Yep, Souls-like game for sure.
Are you?
But is it good? Oh, Jesus.
Between realms is unraveling. Life or death. You alone will decide.
Lords of the Fallen 2.
That's what I thought it was. I thought when I saw the guy's helmet, I was like, oh, that's Lords of the Fallen 2.
That's right, Lords of the Fallen 2 is also coming to Steam this fall. Next up,
I can't believe we're already getting a Lords of the Fallen 2. I did not play Lords of the Fallen 1.
genre. This is Star Wars Zero Company.
Oh, this is interesting.
Intelligence was just briefed of a separatist fleet massing in the Serralona system.
Then we need to make our move.
You got someone?
Bit reactor, electronic arts.
Zero Company.
What do you got for me, Bennett? Word Silius. Coil's been spotted meeting with local gangsters. Find out what they're up to.
I've been tracking Fathom for months. She's at the center of it all.
This is the tactics game that they've been putting together, right? Yeah, I'm intrigued by this. You know, I'd like a good new tactics game, even in the Star Wars universe. Sounds fucking cool. It's been a minute since a really good tactics game has come out.
We work with all kinds of folks. Ex-separatist, ex-noble, ex-cons.
Hey, what's up, Shadow?
And we're better for it. We're almost there. We just gotta finish this job. There we go!
The biggest news of this show so far, probably the Guild Wars 3 just got announced today. Star Wars Zero Company. Looks cool. Wait, did it say August?
A little surprise at the end there. All right, dark fantasy has always been about one thing, the monster within. And today, one of Europe's most ambitious studios is ready to take you into a brutal new world where vampires have emerged from hiding.
Come in.
Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is a big one. We got Patrice Desailly's new game, 1666 Amsterdam, the original developer of Assassin's Creed. What else? There's a couple other big ones in there. Oh, we got the first look at the new Alien Isolation 2 sequel. I would leave. Yeah, I would get the fuck out, dude. You deliver the package. Your responsibility is done. Go.
You don't give up easy, eh?
do I. You certainly have reasons to hate me. My son, you've ruined my life. We crave the same thing.
Evil? Am I evil? They adore me.
You're a pawn in Prentice's hands, nothing more.
This won't end well for you.
I've done the unthinkable for my own family.
I think this is the. This is from the Witcher guy. I can't remember what the name of this is. This looks sick as hell though. Yeah, this the Dawn Walker game. Yeah.
How many innocents did you drain dry?
I think the text should be bigger, guys. Make it bigger next time. Legend of the Blood of Dawn Walker. Yes. Enjoy the Blood of Dawn Walker. September. Wait, what was it?
Hello, everyone. My name is Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, and I'm the game director of The Blood of Dawnwalker. What you just saw was an invitation to join us on an adventure. Adventure through eras and cultures in our story-driven open-world dark fantasy saga. The first part, a CGI, shows where our saga leads to, a present-day adventure.
2026,
The
man.
gameplay segment that followed is from our current game, and it's an origin story of Cohen. I hope you will have as much fun playing our game as we had making it. Thank you, and have a great rest of the show.
I think in a world where the Bloodlines Masquerade sequel didn't hit quite as well, that looks extremely enticing.
The creators of Among
Also being from ex-Witcher devs.
Project. And today we're revealing it for the first time.
Very intrigued by that game. Among Us 2. That doesn't really do anything for me.
From the Among Us TV series, please welcome Yvette Nicole Brown and Liv Hewson.
The Among Us TV show? Oh boy.
Hey!
Maybe there are too many games. Sorry.
Among Us, as crew members ourselves, our task is sharing even more good news about the animated series.
Yvette?
Uh-huh.
Look, I know fans have been dying for updates, but there's a dead body right there. And the imposter could be any one of us. I think this calls for an emergency meeting.
So you'd rather call a meeting than complete our task? That's suspicious. I'll have to report this to Mira HQ.
I feel like this segment is like 4 years too late for the joke.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Everybody,
Get hyped.
everybody's like, I don't recognize the reference anymore.
Series. Enjoy.
Emergency meeting.
Crewmates, our fellow mates of crew, hath perished. They would have
Why are you talking so weird?
let me
yeah, but I
just-
just don't understand why you're.
The official cause of death, acute ripping off of the face. One dead crewmate, that's an oopsie. 3 makes it a murder mystery.
Any one of us could be the killer.
Was it you?
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
If only there was someone who could take charge.
That no character has a face or a mouth
Green, blue, orange, purple.
strips a lot of personality out of this.
I'm cyan, black, and I'm red.
I didn't even realize that the names underneath were the actors who were doing the thing. So
We have to kill the imposter.
We're so happy to have you among us. Or is it amongst us? I always forget.
I don't I think I'm getting too old for this shit. I don't understand how who's that for?
It turns out there's more coming from one of this.
I don't know who that's for, but okay.
007 First Light. Here's a first tease of a new story mission coming later.
But perhaps I'm not smart enough to understand what the kids are watching or into these days. Although again, everybody was playing Among Us were like 30-something streamers.
Our alliance.
So what the fuck do you mean?
But if he has what he claims to have,
So
well,
confused.
and figures the reward is well worth the risk. Go back to Aleph and find out what this is all about. Best of luck, 007.
Okay. So you get more of that guy. Well, who is that? That was I can't remember his name right now. I hate it when I can't think of people's names. So we're into the next ad section of the broadcast. Whoa.
Brothers, the time is finally here. I know it's been difficult.
I know. Well, you won't see any. There won't be any Nintendo announcements during this. That's for sure.
For your faith. Tonight, we shall show everyone how wrong they were. Sleeper, awaken!
Gothic remake. Okay. Yeah, 'cause I'll say it, yeah. I mean, yes, Korean MMO. I mean, it's just like, but I don't keep track of these anymore for all the reasons you can probably guess. I've been burned too many times by Korean MMOs. They all just, and I don't know what this is about Korean MMOs in general, but they all just go like above and beyond the call of making all the characters in them look uncomfortably young. And it gets worse every time I see it. Every time. Oh, it's Ion 2? Okay. But yeah, it's just,
To do that,
it's
I need a complete picture. Maybe this is all it's a simulation.
Time to knock the rust off.
Maybe the two of you really are from another universe.
What is this? Wait, is this for Cyberpunk or is this for a different? No, this said this was in conjunction with CDPR.
Run. I'll erase you at the finish line.
Unless it might be like a Zenless Zone Zero crossover thing. I don't know. I'm confused.
I can feel it. That Nightmare Tessa Discord is looking for us.
I can't keep track of these fucking things anymore. Oh, it's Wuthering Waves across Cyberpunk. Okay, so I was one gotcha removed from the correct choice. I've never played Wuthering Waves.
That was a look at what's ahead for Wuthering Waves and its collab with Cyberpunk.
People seem to really love that game.
Now, if you want to track all the games shown today, head to player.gg/SGF to see the full lineup and wishlist your favorites across all platforms. Right now, it's time for news on a massive expansion coming to a franchise that has been on this stage before.
Wait, what? Here we go. Yes, please give me a reason to go back and play more of Monster Hunter Wilds, please. I hate.
Wyveria negated the weight of buildings and mounted the sky.
I hate that this game has struggled so much since its release. And mostly it's Capcom's fault, but like this game is good. And I need an excuse to play more of it. Bro, let's go. Yes, thank you. Please give me an excuse to go and play more of this game and actually finish the main story.
Natural disaster.
Too powerful to tame, too difficult to reproduce. Sounds like an elder dragon.
Dude, that looks amazing. Ascendance. Great name. Dude, that looks awesome. Yeah. Whoa. Nice. A massive expansion.
You know it's all for nothing. Still you press on.
I'm absolutely gonna have to. I mean, I've been looking to find time to get back to Monster Hunter Wilds. It's a good game. It just launched in a terrible state, and the amount of time it took for them to fix it didn't help that.
Obsession! Step in a dream! Howling gales! Soul-raping squall! Sky sprouting! Halberds from...
The fact that the DLC check happened the way it did, and that it took so long for them to figure out that that was one of the major things causing the problem. I don't know if it was the only thing, but that DLC check thing. And I think initially it was discovered by a user. It wasn't even discovered by Capcom proper. I don't know, man. I look at these games and I just feel like, you know, I just want to play more Elden Ring and maybe Lies of P. And I'm not really... I don't know, man. I don't finish games fast enough to keep up with all the Souls likes. I just need to finish more games. This doesn't look bad. Like, I don't think this looks bad. I just like... when compared to other stuff that I want to play that I haven't finished or that I haven't even started, I'm finding it a little hard to look at this and be like, ah, yes, I need to play this as soon as it comes out. It really, you know, these summer game fests reinforce again and again that my backlog will just never get taken care of. I just don't have enough time to finish all the games I need to play in order to make room for the new ones. I feel like I'm starting to lose that battle more and more. Sword of Legends. I mean, it looks good. It doesn't look bad. I don't know.
Enjoy.
That was a new look at gameplay from Swords of Legend, a fantasy action RPG. There you saw a boss fight against Kong Kong Zi, with each move...
What did it say, 2027?
...old Chinese magic tradition. Now, how about a little toy car magic? Get ready for lots of loop-de-loops and massive jumps with the announcement of the biggest Hot Wheels racing game yet.
I want to see more Guild Wars 3 information. Ah! Damn it. I'm like, that could have been the final announcement of this show, and I would have been very happy with this Summer Game Fest. You could have made that the one more thing. I've been like, yes, please. Just give me more info on Guild Wars 3, please. This looks fun. This is I mean, again, I don't think this this is not a thing I will ever play, but if people play it and it's fun, awesome. Like, I haven't even played, you know, Forza Horizon 6 yet. Mostly because it takes up like 200 gigs on my hard drive. It's a very, very sizable game. This looks fun. Sure. All right. Hot Wheels Infinite Rush. Get that kind of rush from the game. We have to have Sonic Racing.
Let's do it.
I'm starting to feel like I am too old and jaded for fun of this variety. And I hate to say that, but man, this is specifically a game I have zero interest in. Here's a Gundam crossover with Sonic Racing. What? Are you gonna fucking get me to play Sonic Racing because of a fucking Neon Genesis Evangelion crossover? Are you? Sorry, yeah, I said Gundam. My brain is fried. I meant Evangelion. Yeah, it's all mecha at the end of the day. God, that's stupid. Yeah, I meant Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Now the world premiere of a project that depicts the entire story.
Thank you for keeping me honest, Hilness.
Beginning to end.
It's because we saw Gundams earlier. It's what I do. Thank you, Hilness. Oh my. Okay. Koei Tecmo is doing an Attack on Titan thing. Attack on Titan Muso. Ah, this looks. This looks very weird. No, but I mean, like, I don't think the graphics look good. I don't think it looks good. There's something about it that is incredibly off-putting, and I don't mean the graphics. I don't mean the actual Titans. I know people love this anime, and I had to stop watching it because it was just... Oh, this is the third game in the series. Yeah, I had to stop watching it because it hurt too much to watch.
From many of the creative leaders behind Forza Horizon comes a new cinematic open-world driving experience. Set in Monaco and the French Riviera, where the worlds of pro and underground...
Mostly because I got tired of every character potentially being on the chopping block in terms of don't get too attached to anybody because they might die suddenly. I don't... I lose patience with stuff like that. It's that plastic clay blend. Yeah, exactly.
We have 2 drivers dead. 3.
It kind of felt like, oh wow, that's some uncanny valley.
I'm done.
Facial animation too.
My friend said you can help me.
Some people are meant to be outlaws.
Is this an F1?
Think about it.
Is that Sigourney Weaver? What was that? I'm so confused right now. This is not F1, but
I did all that for you to get out of trouble. Now I'm in deeper than when I started.
yeah, the Attack on Titan game just had that weird plastic clay looking thing that just was off-putting from the start.
I've tried to help you. I'm not going to jail for you.
So it's a game, it's a movie, it's a game. It's a game movie game.
The dead won't rise, but their sons will. Plant fear or respect. You'll harvest one.
Oh, this game. I think we saw this announced at the Game Awards. I thought the announcer for this was Tom Hardy when they showed this, but maybe, I mean, I'm not sure. Because I remember them mentioning something about Tom Hardy doing something with it. I don't know. This is like a Total War game, but not from the Total War people. Or maybe this is something completely different. Yeah, it's a Chronicles Medieval. It's a non-Total War game.
We have lots more Summer Game Fest ahead, and trust me, you definitely will want to stick around. Right now, here's a new look at Sea of Remnants from NetEase.
Wake up laughing, half a mess, wrong direction, no regrets. Every face feels out of line, that's how I know they're all mine. We don't fit and we don't care, broken jokes and broken air. They say grow up at your age.
Oh, this is the weird pirate game where everybody's made of wood. Right? I didn't understand what the fuck this game was when they announced it last year, and I still don't understand fully what this is.
I'll remember all of you. Hands up, shout it out loud, laughing over the down. If tomorrow cleans the slate, let tonight.
Sea of Cedar.
Make it out, feel the hand. This 1 second, this is it. I don't need a perfect pass, just a spark we're rolling fast. Make it out,
I get that this is cool, but I don't know why anyone thinks this is selling anyone on this game. I'm just more confused and have more questions than answers as to what the hell I'm looking at. Yeah, Sea of Remnant. Fucking what? I'm so confused.
Guys, Is it me, or is there something off with this one?
Yeah, he seems different. Has he always had that mustache? He doesn't have a mustache. Oh, yeah.
Hey, buddy, what's your deal?
Howdy. Name's Ryu. What's all this mess about me being different?
Well, look at that. He sounds different, too.
What in the Sam Hill? Everyone in Tokyo talks like this.
I know what this is. It's called a knockoff.
Well, tarnation! Could a knock off do this? Howdy, Duke it!
Yikes.
The Capcom Summer Game Sale is here. Take home genuine, bona fide, 100% authentic, real deals on select titles.
I can't do it if you're watching.
Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, represent.
That was pretty funny. I like that. That was pretty good.
Mr. Graves!
Whoa, actual Hitman stuff? A new... Wait. Is this new? Or is this something that's already out? Oh, cool. Yeah, new elusive target, I think. Of course. I knew he hadn't gotten to the Digimon part of the broadcast yet. You're just waiting for it to show up. Or wait, or is it Palworld? I can't. Okay, maybe it is Pal. It could be Palworld actually. Who can tell, really? I think you're right. I think it is Palworld. Are people still playing this? Do people still enjoy this? Apparently, they can finally put Palworld like balls back in the game. Yeah. See, they can put throwing mechanics back in the game now because Nintendo lost that fucking lawsuit, or they lost that. They had that copyright rescinded because it was fucking ridiculous. I'm glad this exists. I'm not sure that I will ever play it, but I am glad that this exists. Just to keep fucking Nintendo and Game Freak honest. All right. Oh, it's okay, version 1.0. I didn't know it was not in 1.0 yet. July 10th. Okay. I'm going to write that one down.
There you have it. Palworld 1.0 is coming out on July 10th. Now, at the start of the show, I mentioned we'll have lots of new worlds to explore today, and the return of some long-awaited ones as well.
Mm-hmm.
This next game falls into that last category. It's been a long, long, long 8 years.
Homicide. 6 total so far. Each case, husband and wife found.
Yes! Wolf Among Us 2! Wolf Among Us 2!
Some monster.
Wolf Among Us 2, let's go! The best Telltale game they ever made.
You're the guy to call.
Bigby.
Sheriff?
I'll have your job within the week.
Are you living under a rock?
You're a raging dumpster fire of a person.
Here there is.
I'm so ready for this.
He's a detective.
Ready to get to work?
Yes, 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 yes. Still not coming out this year. I guess I have to, I should replay the original.
I know I don't look human.
His lips are sealed.
I never finished the original game.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
I wonder if it's remastered.
Looking for me?
It is remastered. That is my favorite announcement of the show so far. Next after Guild Wars 3.
That's right, Bigby is finally back. And as we wait for his new adventure in 2027, check out The Wolf Among Us remastered this holiday. Now, this next game comes from an acclaimed studio that is deep into development on its next project.
Has it only been 8 years? I could have sworn that it was longer than 8 years.
The outer circle line train bound for Nexus sector is now arriving. Please wait for everyone to exit
What's this?
before boarding.
Yeah, this looks interesting. Hey, what's up, Shatter? How you doing, man? Yeah, it feels like it's been longer than 8 years.
Scarlet Sin. That's the beginning and end of it all. How about you try taking a hit?
You're acting a little strange today.
Oh yeah? It's our first mission.
This is another Korean game, isn't it?
Excited?
Stop saying weird things.
Okay, take it easy.
Quiet. They're moving.
Initiating C3 sync. Ready, Angel.
Roger, Kenna.
I mean, again, it feels like it still has that same fucking thing I was talking about earlier, where it's like, why do they make everybody look so like uncomfortably young?
How's it looking out there?
Like they obviously can make people look normal,
If we got out of here quickly.
and then they just objectify the shit out of people.
Well, just saying. It's a cliche.
And
Wait, the target stopped.
Hearken! The pulse rain shall cease! In the name of the Father!
like the voice coming out of her does not match how she looks, because she looks like she's about 15. Whatever, I'm an old man yelling at the moon. Stellar Blade 2? It's basically games I'll never play fast anymore. I just don't have time. I mean, there have been some good ones announced so far. I like the look of this game. The character design. It's like, if you don't want to be the running joke, stop fucking designing characters in the way that continued to make you the running joke. I wouldn't, if you said it was Stellar Blade 2, it wouldn't shock me. Yep. Stellar Blade Blood Rain. I mean, I don't know if it's a whole new, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That was a good one. Shift Up is returning to the world of Stellar Blade with an all-new sequel developed entirely by the original team that's here today. Set in the same universe as Stellar Blade, this next chapter continues the story beyond the events of the first game.
I'm just going to say it again. Like,
you saw there, Evie.
there are chuds who are going to love the fact that, you know, these characters are designed the way they are. But apparently, if as the developer of these games, you either make women that have tits that are too big or look uncomfortably young to a point where it's just like the people who salivate over it, you're like, you should fucking be on a list. And it's just uncomfortable, my guy. And it should make you uncomfortable too. And the fact that it doesn't is just fucked, man.
We have new challengers on the horizon.
Like I said, I don't want to feel like old man screaming, you know, at the clouds, but it's just like it's Korean studios have long been a running joke of just their character designs always run this extremely uncomfortable line, and they continue to do it in spite of the controversies that continuously brings about. Oh, Tifa's coming to Street Fighter 6? That's cool. I wish I'd gotten into Street Fighter 6. I would love to play it, but I feel like all I would do is just get my ass handed to me at this point because I didn't join when it first came out.
And Hamaguchi-san, director of Square Enix.
皆さんのおかげでストリートファイター6は3周年を迎えることができました。そして本日ファイナルファンタジー7との特別コラボレーションを発表します。
Thanks to all of you.
Oh, Street Fighter 6 is fucking huge. I think it's the most successful Street Fighter game that's ever been released. It definitely did way better than 5. And yeah, people really fucking love it. I have two problems when it comes to fighting games. The first is that when I get into any new fighting game, I'm extremely competitive.
Our goal was this: to bring to life.
And the second problem is that I'm just not.
In the world of Street Fighter 6.
I'm not good enough, nor do I have the time to be dedicated enough to get good at fighting games the way that I would want to. I think I could still. I think I'd be better at fighting games now than I used to be. But I just, if I like dedicated myself to it, but
as Tifa, the Street Fighter.
I'm never that dedicated to
as a new gameplay system.
Competitive games anymore, you know? I just don't have time for it.
We cannot show it today, but we adapted an iconic Final Fantasy element to the battle experience.
I tend to just button mash fighting games.
Tifa's fight is far from over. We hope you all look forward to what's coming next.
For the little bit that I understand, there are like base mechanics that you can do that can seriously elevate your initial level in most fighting games to a certain point. But then
all the way from Japan to join us for that special
everything after that is repetition and learning how your characters operate against every other character. And that just takes time and dedication.
I know.
And it's
what's it gonna be, guys?
more time than I have to give to it.
I don't know what I could say to set this moment up besides this. Get ready for the final battle.
High guard too. Oh Jesus!
Fell upon our planet.
Get ready for the final battle.
Calamity. One man sought dominion through reunion.
Oh yeah, it's the
a star fell.
Final Fantasy VII Part 3.
Meteor called
that makes sense.
To bring ruin to all. But our planet answered, awakening mighty weapons to stand against the celestial.
It's the Final Fantasy fighting game.
Now, hope endures.
They're rebuilding it.
Those who fight.
Long story short, the world's in trouble. Has been for a while.
So what are we waiting for? Let's give Sephiroth the beating of a lifetime.
I still haven't even purchased Rebirth yet. Ah, it's Final Fantasy Fortnite.
You're mine. I'll make this quick. Good night.
The sky's the limit.
I enjoyed the first game, but I was a little let down by the combat and how.
As far as I can tell, these things don't distinguish between friend and foe.
Save the planet by killing her protectors. Let us put your faith to the test, Cloud.
Revelation. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Sick.
I would have made it this far without you guys. And I won't let you down. I promise.
There you have it, and no, he's not done yet. Please join me in welcoming back to Summer Game Fest the director of Final Fantasy VII Revelation, Naoki Hamaguchi-san.
I feel like
I'm back. ようやくですね、このファイナルファンタジー7リベレーションをマルチプラットフォーム同時で発表できたことを本当に嬉しく思います。
I have a lot of thoughts about all this.
もうこの物語を信じ待ち続けてくれた皆さんのおかげだと本当に感謝をしています。
I'm truly delighted to unveil Final Fantasy VII Revelation, which is launching simultaneously on all platforms.
That's very nice. That is very nice. I appreciate that, for sure.
We've only been able to come this far thanks to every single one of you who continue to believe in this story and waited for this moment with us.
今作のテーマは決意です。クラウドたちは最後の戦いに進むため、それぞれの決意と向き合います。
The central theme of this title is resolve. Cloud and his companions each confront their own destinies and find the resolve to march toward the final battle.
そして私自身もこのシリーズを完結させるという決意を胸にこの作品と向き合ってきました。
I too have carried a promise in my heart throughout this journey, the resolve to see the series through to its very end.
皆さんに最高の形でお届けします。ぜひ見届けてください。
We're committed to delivering this experience in its ultimate form. Please stay with us and witness what lies beyond that resolve.
Okay.
Today, to help guide us on our path, please show me in Welcome to the Stage the voice of Vincent Valentine, Matt Mercer.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think anybody's more thrilled than he is to be in this game.
Thank you very much, Hamaguchi-san. It's truly a privilege to be here with you today, if you know me. There's honestly so much to see in Revelation. I think we just kind of need to dive right in. What do you say?
Let's do it. Take it away, Matt.
I don't mind if I do. As we reunite with our heroes, the meteor looms in the skies above, a constant reminder of your mission and the grave threats you'll confront as you embark upon your journey and face the epic conclusion of the remake series.
I have no doubt I would be more excited by all of this if I had actually played Rebirth.
The pride of the Shinra fleet, you'll take to the skies and witness our most expansive open world yet. From the outskirts of Midgard, to the sun-drenched Medial archipelago, to the warrior nation of Wutai. Simply pick a direction and set sail. But how can you be expected to protect the whole world at once? You'll need to cover ground fast.
I am not jumping. No way, no how.
Don't worry. These parachutes are top of the line. Pull the cord and pop. You'll be floating through the air like a feather.
At any moment in the open world, simply pilot the high wind to your destination and take a leap of faith.
That's pretty cool.
With the wind rushing past, you'll descend seamlessly from the sky above to the ground
That's
below.
Pretty damn cool.
Where will the winds guide you first? That freedom is in your hands. But no matter your destination, to defeat your enemy, you'll need a fighting chance. And that starts with your trusted allies. At long last, with the world teetering on a blade's edge, everyone assembles at Cloud's side, forming an epic ensemble of heroes. Each with their own story that brings you closer together than ever. But a good unit needs more than friendship to save the day. It needs a disciplined combat.
Oh, I didn't know about that, Helmus.
Hybrid battle system, established in Remake and refined in Rebirth, is perfected in Revelation, putting even more power in your hands. In fluid, real-time action, seamlessly switch between party members to even the odds. Then, when the fight calls for strategy, enter tactical mode to unleash a suite of powerful new spells and abilities. Activate devastating synergies with your companions. And of course, call on mighty summoned entities that can turn the tide of battle.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't know Renault's VA actor passed away. After Remake came out and before Rebirth released? Ugh.
Summoning Ifrit never gets old.
Oh, the Japanese VA.
There are truly
still awful.
Inducing fights ahead in Revelation. I'm so excited to see all of your reactions. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm guessing you have a favorite character to play in battles?
I might be a little biased, since you brought it up. Let's have a look at our newest coffin-dwelling companion, Vincent Valentine.
Nice.
I won't return to my coffin until we've put Sephiroth in his.
Vincent is a deft gunslinger, capable of delivering precise, high-yield shots. But there's more to this secretive former Turk than meets the eye. The result of experimentation at the hands of Shinra. Vincent can transform into the Galleon beast at the press of a button.
Vincent is such a cool character, and I was always mad that he was a game that I never. He was a character that I never got to when the original Final Fantasy VII came out because I never stuck with it long enough to actually get him. I've always thought he's a cool character.
Sid Highwind! Sid Highwind, the cantankerous pilot extraordinaire, joins the party and their mission to defeat Sephiroth.
Oh, is this the first time Sid's playable?
Close the distance for powerful strikes, or engage in sweeping area of effect attacks.
I never finished the original because I was...
Skill with a weapon only gets you so far. To further augment your combat capabilities, try this.
I don't think I ever actually owned the original. I'm fairly certain that I only rented it.
With new uniforms imbued with unique movesets.
I definitely kept it
Equipment and materia
over the return date by a bit.
To face what's coming, you'll need all the strength you can muster. Sensing its fate hanging in the balance, the planet itself has unleashed its last line of defense. The weapons, ancient...
I also wasn't very good at it. I will say, Final Fantasy VII was the first MMO. It was the first JRPG I ever played.
The world is torn apart. You and your...
I understand them much better now than when I was a kid.
Revelation. We come to the thrilling conclusion.
New Tifa eye candy outfits.
And your mission...
I mean, yes.
Take up your Buster Sword. Equip your materia and stand together. One last time.
These skies belong to me! Hope you're ready!
I think the unfortunate thing here is that clearly their ambitions have gotten bigger with every entry. And like, Remake felt like a interesting first step. Rebirth definitely felt, it seems like it was a refinement, and this is probably gonna play and look the best. But you still have to play through the other two.
Thank you all. Thank you, Hamaguchi-san, for bringing us this extended look at Final Fantasy VII Revelation. I think I speak for all of us when I say we cannot wait to play it.
But Mark, I think we ended the video too early. I hate to leave a story unfinished.
Is that right? Well then, we better take a look.
Get the cannon back online, now!
Giant shark fin. What in the... Oh, jeez. Wow, okay. It looks fantastic. Spring 2020. That's sooner than I thought. Spring 2027
ends here.
Huh. Damn.
There you have it. Final Fantasy VII Revelation coming to all platforms next spring, which is appropriate for today because SGF is really a celebration of games across all platforms. Thank you to Hamaguchi-san, Kiru-san, and the team at Square for that very special announcement. And thanks to Lucy for a great job coaching. Didn't she do great?
Lucy always does an amazing job. Love Lucy James.
Thanks, Geoff. What an amazing way to end the show, but that's not all, because coming up right now is Day of the Devs with a look at
Day of the Devs, yeah.
independent game titles, including multiple new game announcements.
That's right, tons of awesome indie games, so make sure to stay tuned and watch that, and we will see you live this August in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live, streaming live on Tuesday, August 25th. Until then, have a great summer, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
God damn.
Starts right now.
25th.
We show finally glitches. It's finally in sync, everybody. They finally fixed the syncing issue. All the way to the fucking end of the show. Oh, they've been having sync issues the whole damn time, man. That is so funny. All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna quickly step up here and bring this back up and talk a little bit about what we just saw, and then wrap up the stream here, and then maybe jump into the Day of the Dev stuff after the fact, after we talk a little bit about what just happened, because I actually have to end the video for the YouTube audience. Damn, that was pretty damn good. I want to work backwards a little bit, because I kind of want to talk about Final Fantasy first and then talk about the other stuff earlier in the show, so that I don't forget what I want to say about Final Fantasy VII right off the bat, which is Final Fantasy VII Revelation. It is Revelation. Yeah, that's what it's called. Final Fantasy VII Revelation looks amazing. Like, it looks great. My own personal frustration with, I think, the whole Final Fantasy VII remake process that they've done, and I think it's going to work out the best for people who've stuck all the way through with it to Revelation, but might be a harder sell for people like me who fell off after the first one, is that I think the best and worst part of the whole way they've done this is the fact that the first game feels very straightforward, aside from some of the things that they did to sort of like break out into the mold and like try new things. And like the combat system, I found it to be a very frustrating system to deal with at times. Very grind heavy in terms of like being able to unlock materia and get the proper builds that you want. And I also realized, like, I'm almost at the very end of the game. I haven't finished it, but I also apparently missed a ton of stuff, even though it is extremely linear, and a lot of that stuff is like mini game shit. And again, it just feels like the story is incredibly well done and well told, and the beats feel like a Final Fantasy game, but it didn't feel like it did enough, you know? It didn't feel like it's saying it's a remake, rebirth, revelation. And there were all these ideas of like, well, what could they do to take it to a new realm, to take it to a new level, to make it, a Final Fantasy game for a new generation. And I just felt like, as good looking as it was, for as well as it played, and for as, I'm talking about remake, because that's going to lead me into my feelings about Revelation. I just feel like it set up stuff that we were hoping would pay off, and it still feels like it's really just messing with the formula, not really revolutionizing the formula. And I still feel that way. And the first impression from Remake sort of made me feel less excited about what was to come next, which is why initially when Rebirth launched, I skipped on it. Because again, I was getting really frustrated by the combat system. I thought the game felt like, it felt very much to me like, similar issues to stuff like Final Fantasy 13. And actually, I really liked Final Fantasy 13's turn-based combat system. And I felt like the action combat system in Final Fantasy VII Remake kind of tricked me a lot. That it was real time, but actually a lot of what you do in real time is dependent on things you cast in pause. And again, I felt like it was a game at odds with itself, like the legacy of Final Fantasy VII before it and the ambition of it trying to do something new for a new audience, to the point where I think maybe new people coming to it for the first time without having played Final Fantasy VII originally might have had a better time with it than people who knew Final Fantasy VII. I could be wrong about that, but that was always my thing of like, I am not understanding why people are enjoying and connecting with it as much as they are, because all I feel like is I'm wrestling a 700-pound whale on my back every time I play it. And from what I understand, Rebirth has fixed some of those problems, and it seems like Revelation is likely to fix even more of those problems. The FFR combat system is what I wanted from them to have. The Final Fantasy, I don't know what Final Fantasy R is. Final Fantasy R combat system is what I wanted them to have in Final Fantasy. Oh, so you were the other direction. Okay. Because I see what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know. So like I didn't like Final Fantasy 16 at all. I didn't like the gameplay. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like the story. I didn't like the setting. I didn't like any of it. I don't think that was a good Final Fantasy game. Full stop. In fact, I don't even think they should have called it a Final Fantasy game, if I'm being perfectly honest. But then again, I like one of the weirdest Final Fantasy games that's been released. I'm a Final Fantasy 12 stan, so maybe I'm not the one to speak on that shit. But I did not like that game at all. I liked Remake more than I liked 16. I just felt like it, for as ambitious as it sounded like it was going to be, it fell short for my expectations. And all the cool visual shit resulted in a game that, when played, did not feel like it went far enough for what I was hoping it would be. And apparently, like I said, Rebirth, I think the other problem is that Rebirth is where the original game, starts to really branch out. It is the first step on a road to a much wider world and much more stuff that you can do. And I think those are things that, were, from what I understand, from what I've heard, have been accomplished in Rebirth. But also there's a lot of stuff that is, again, feels like an old generation kind of RPG thing of a heavy emphasis on mini games and the grind therein, and exploration not seeming as explorative as it might be. And, just everything feeling a little like prettier, but not necessarily evolved, But again, my own reasons for waiting and holding back had a lot to do with the fact that I felt that first game for me was a disappointment. And I just haven't been able to bring myself to sit down and be like, okay, finish the first game, whatever it is, and go on to 2 and 3 and see what happens. And now that 3 is coming out, I might give it another chance, knowing that they really have tried to make each iteration better than the one before it. But also, that kind of sucks. I wouldn't have wanted it to be one game that felt like Remake, Because if the whole game had felt like remake, I think that would have been a disaster. But for it to take this long, for the third game to be maybe the most ambitious and most self-realized version of this adventure that we've all lived through of Final Fantasy VII being remade, it's a very long journey, and I hope it pays off at the end. And maybe after I play Rebirth and Revelation when it comes out, I will have a reevaluation about how the whole thing played out. But it's tough for me. It's tough for me because I know that first game didn't hit as hard for me as I wanted it to. Looks like missed exactly nothing before Wolf 2 announced. I mean, there were some things. Let's go through them pretty quick here. So Resident Evil Veronica right off the bat was interesting. I think, it's pretty obvious that they're going to remake every Resident Evil game. I don't remember what Veronica was. It is weird that they did V and then it was like, oh, but it's not Resident Evil 5. We're not remaking that. Because again, I don't think that game was super great. But also, like, I don't remember what Resident Evil Veronica is inspired from. If there was another game that was called Resident Evil Veronica, my brain doesn't want to recall it right now. That's coming out in 2027. I love that there's a new MDHR Cuphead game in the works, and the little platforming game that they announced also seems really amazing. Alien Isolation 2 is definitely one of the games that I was the most excited to see on this list. I am intrigued by the fact that it is not in a space station, but is in fact on a planet. That's cool. Was it Resident Evil Code Veronica? Okay, I don't know why I was, you know what? I think I was mixing up. I was mixing up a bunch of different Resident Evil games. But anyway, thank you for clarifying that. I guess they don't want to do Resident Evil 5 right away because it wasn't one of the more popular ones. That'll be interesting to see how Resident Evil Veronica hits. Alien Isolation 2, I'm just so excited that we have another one coming out because I never thought we were going to get another Alien Isolation game. And it's interesting that they're putting it on a moon base or on a planetary base. And not in another space station, but I like that they're trying something different. I'm willing to give Creative Assembly all the wiggle room in the world to make something amazing because I didn't think we were going to get another one of those, if I'm being perfectly honest. Project Robot, which is now called genATLAS, from the developer of Shadow of the Colossus. That looks fucking wild. No release date on that. I love the Shadow of the Colossus game and the fact that the dev of that is making something new and that it looks really cool. I am on board. I want to know more. Shut up, New York. I'm trying to finish up a stream here. You can honk at people later. Blood Message. Is that like Blood Sausage? I don't remember what Blood Message is. What was that game? Yeah, that one's not. That one didn't stick. I'm going to have to go and look back. See, this is the problem with doing this sometimes, that sometimes the names of the games don't actually matter enough for them to stick in my head. I love, this one really fucking hurts. Stranger Than Heaven looks super, super, super fucking sick. I'm fine with it that Snoop Dogg is in it. Again, I don't love everything that Snoop Dogg has done in the last year or two. He kind of broke all of our hearts with, certain political affiliations he did for a paycheck. Again, he wanted to make that money. I don't have to love the fact that he fucking did it. And speaking of which, I really feel gross about them putting Tupac in this game. Because one, I think he would have fucking hated it. Just saying, I think he would have fucking hated it. And two, it's just putting Tupac in a video game, any video game, feels wrong to me. But it especially feels wrong in this game. Because again, like it feels as fucked to me as like when they brought him back as a hologram. It's like, and this is the problem now, is that we just can't let people die. It's just like if somebody owns their, you know, avatar and their voice and their, you know, visage in perpetuity forever, this is what happens. And like, I get that the estate is okay with it, and I get that Snoop Dogg, you know, worked this system out. And like, you know, on the one hand, I can be okay, everybody's, you know, figuring out a way that everybody gets paid at the end of the day. Sure, fine. I understand that. It still feels fucking gross, and I still don't fucking like it. And I still think when I do end up playing Stranger Than Heaven, because I am going to fucking play it, it's going to, that moment, that point where he's in the game is likely going to take me so fucking far out of the game and make it harder for me to enjoy it when it could have been anybody else. And they just had to put Tupac in there. And again, he is not alive anymore. He gets no say in how he's used in this video game. And I think that is problematic. And unfortunately, I don't think this will be the last time we see shit like this. And it's only going to continue to be problematic until enough people pay enough, you know, to get in to play it that no one cares if others like me think it's problematic anymore. And I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. What else was there? Oh, I skipped way too far ahead. Then there was HAEX, which they called HAEX, but that's not how you pronounce HAEX. I don't know what that is. It looked like a weird mundfish / frickin' like third person extraction shooter puzzle, like liminal exterior space thing. I don't know. It looked fucking weird. I have no idea. I really don't know. I don't think anybody else knows either. What else was on here? Could you stop moving so much, please? There was a Dead by Daylight stuff. There was a Mortal Shell 2 online beta, which I will be playing. I will find out how long that is running for, and then I will play that probably on the stream. There's... What the hell is Sand Raiders of Sophie? No recollection of that. Black Flag Resynced. Didn't write down when the date of that is coming out. I assume that's coming out this year. I think it's coming out this fall. It's probably going to be good. Last Ronin, TMNT with Platinum Games. Interested. There was no gameplay for that. Can't really be excited about something when there's no gameplay and there's barely any trailer. That was mostly just a teaser. New Fortnite season. There's Gundam Rogue Orbit 2027 as that comes out. A Gundam game that is actually good would be a nice change of pace. Extremely hard game. Looks silly. Probably not going to play it. Crossfire looks... You get caught up in that. Yeah, so that was definitely giving me some serious vibes of that. I still can't remember what the game was. The desert game that takes place in the UAE in Dubai. That came out back in the aughts for the Xbox. Oh my God. I cannot. I want to say desert something, but that's not what it is. Spec Ops The Line. Yes, that's exactly the one. Thank you. It was giving me Spec Ops The Line vibes, not necessarily with like the combat or gameplay or interaction, but with the story elements and like the team going through this environment to like having a story-driven military shooter experience. It was also giving me very weird kind of Metal Gear Solid 4 vibes as well. I like what I'm seeing. I haven't really clicked with any kind of military shooter game first like story-driven or multiplayer in a very long time. I would be open to it. I hope it's really sick, actually. Control Resonant is coming out on September 26th, and y'all know I am super excited for that game. We got an announcement for Guild Wars 3, which is wild. I really would have loved to have seen more of that. Obviously, the beta obviously that game is not coming out for a while. The beta isn't starting until fall 2027. I really hope ArenaNet does some streams and highlights some more details about what the gameplay and the world and all of that stuff is going to look and feel like. Because again, I have become a huge Guild Wars 2 head over the last year and a half. And I love that game dearly. And I really want it to be something new and refreshing, but also retaining the stuff that I find unique and love about Guild Wars 2. Because that's why I've been sticking around and playing it more, because it just does things in a manner that I click with. And basically I want them to make a Guild Wars 3 game that I like. So yeah, my interests come first. Oh, I should load up Guild Wars 2 and go to Lion's Arch. I'm sure map chat is being reasonable. Exactly. I'm sure the local chat, the map chat in yes, I'm sure the map chat in Lion's Arch is being extremely calm, cool, collected, reasonable, and not questionable in any way. So much like the internet was after the announcement of God of War Lofty the other day. Let's see. Galactic Racer is coming out in October 2026. End of Abyss is coming out October 1st. I'm excited for both of those games. They both look really good. I probably won't play Galactic Racer, but End of Abyss, which is, I believe, from former Little Nightmares devs, looks super creepy and cool. I like that. Last Harbor is the first-person Dredge-like, which seems fucking crazy. I'd love to learn more about that game. We have Virtua Fighter Crossroads, which they really didn't show any gameplay of, which was weird. It also was weird that it was out of sync the whole time. Then they had some other stuff from like RuneScape and Nintendo, doing a lot of ads in there. You know, I end up writing down the ad stuff and then being like, I don't need to talk about that. Those were just ads. We have DLC for Mafia: The Old Country coming out. Man of Honor, which, as I said, that game did not do as well as other Mafia games. They went back to a style that was much closer to something like Mafia 1, and I think that hurt it, not because it necessarily made the game worse, but I think people wanted it to be an open world Mafia game. I think they wanted something similar to the vibe that people got from, like, let's say the Indiana Jones game, which was, not open world, but at least, it wasn't as, like, the first Mafia game is extremely limiting. And I just don't think the Old Country hit the way people wanted it to. I should check it out at some point, especially if it's on Game Pass. 1666 Amsterdam, the new game from, I apologize if I got this wrong. I was writing it down quickly, but I believe the developer is Patrice Desolé, who is the original developer of Assassin's Creed. He is doing what looks to me like a Witch Coven Assassins game. And that seems fucking insane. And I definitely want to know more about that game. That looks fucking wild. And the prologue is apparently on Steam, and there's more coming about that soon. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna mark the ones that I need to make a note of for the cut down video, or the wrap up video at the end of Summer Game Fest. What else have we got here? So then we've got Saw Genesis, which is a game I will never be playing because that game looked disgusting. Not in a good way. It's just gross. Lords of the Fallen 2, which is coming out later this year. Star Wars Zero Company, which is coming out in August, which looks like, I don't want to say it's like Star Wars XCOM. I think it's maybe possibly more like Star Wars, what's that other turn-based strategy game? It'll come to me eventually. I'm all on board with a new team-based turn-based strategy game. So yes, please. I'm all for it. Sword of Legend 2027. I don't know, man. I got so many fucking Souls-likes to play. Although they're saying that's an action adventure game, so it may not play like a Souls-like, which would be actually kind of refreshing at this point. HotWheels Infinite Rush, not my thing. Cool that it's a thing, I guess. I skipped. I think I skipped a bunch of stuff. The Blood of Dawn Walker is coming out on September 3rd, 2026. Again, those are former Witcher 3 CDPR devs making that, which I'm very excited about. Again, I think in a world, where we didn't really get the Masquerade, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 game that we were all hoping we would get. A Witcher-styled game dealing with vampires seems fucking awesome to me, that's for sure. And that's coming out in September 3rd, 2026. Then they did a lot of Among Us stuff, which that's not my bag at all. So but apparently they're making a single player Among Us game. Not really interested in that. Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance, which is coming out in 2027. I wonder if that will be earlier in 2027, or I imagine that'll be like early 2027, like maybe March or April, which would be nice. It would be a little bit less great if it was like, and it's coming out like October next year. But they didn't nail down a date. I'm sure they'll have more announcements soon. I've been needing an excuse to get back into Monster Hunter Wilds, and hopefully this new Monster Hunter expansion, a massive expansion, will be everything and then some to make Wilds an already excellent game that launched with a lot of problems, an even better game, and one that a lot more people play and go back to. Because honestly, I really like it. I had a lot of problems with it, but those problems were only made worse by the fact that it ran like shit when it launched. So, yeah. Sword of Legend. Oh, we talked about that. Yeah, I skipped around a little bit. Hold on. Oh, right. Yeah. Attack on Titan 3, which there was some weird stuff around that looked, I don't know. I was having a hard time kind of putting my finger on what I didn't like about it. But I think Hillness might have mentioned that there's something about the clay plastic character look that kind of had that Akira Toriyama Dragon Age vibe to it, that kind of aesthetic. And I just, no, sir, I didn't like it. It didn't look right to me. Anyway, real quick, let's wrap up here, and so then we can actually wrap up, because I actually got to get some dinner. I don't think I'm gonna do the. Anyway, we'll finish up here. What else was left? There was Clutch. We stopped at Attack on Titan 3. Clutch 2027. Again, they didn't really show much in terms of gameplay of that. Chronicles Medieval, which is not a game I'm all that interested in, honestly, but it is kind of like a Total War game, but not Total War developers. Palworld 1.0 is coming out July 10th. That's cool. This one is definitely one of the craziest fucking things with how I swear to you, there was a period where I was almost certain we were never going to see this game. Like, when it got announced, right after that, Telltale was already on the path to exploding in front of our very eyes. So the fact that The Wolf Among Us 2 is actually happening, is actually coming out, and we're getting a remastered version of The Wolf Among Us 1. Wait, what did I say? I said The Wolf Among Us 2, right? Did I say The Last of Us? My brain doesn't want it. My brain is falling out my ear. I'm so excited that we're getting The Wolf Among Us 2, and we're getting a remastered version of The Wolf Among Us 1. The Wolf Among Us 2 is coming out in 2027, and the remaster is coming out. I actually didn't catch the date of when it's coming out, but that is incredible. The Wolf Among Us is easily my favorite Telltale game that they ever made. And holy shit, I really, there was a period, much like with Alien Isolation, I really thought that was like, oh, well, that was a good run. That was definitely a good experience. It's a shame we'll never get another one like that. Then there was Stellar Blade Blood Rain, also another, very uncomfortable Korean designed video game. that I'm sure people will be very fucking normal about because the internet. Street Fighter 6, Tifa's coming to that. There was also some other stuff that I didn't catch. And then we talked about Revelation at the beginning of the stream, or the beginning of the end of the start of the back part of the front part of the, My question is, have they totally scrapped the original script for Wolf 2, or did they keep with it? Because last I checked, they fired the original dev crew and went with some Argentinian studio. Honestly, brother, I have absolutely no idea. I'm just shocked that we're even getting one at all. I will look into that and I will get back to you. But like that game has been in some level of development hell for, I mean, they said 8 years, but it feels like it's longer than that. I mean, I don't remember precisely when. I think what there's, I mean, maybe it got announced 8 years ago, because I think the original game came out even before that. I think it's 8 years ago is when that game got announced, Wolf Among Us 2. So that seems like it would make more sense, because I'm convinced the first game came out a longer time ago than that. Beyond Good and Evil 2, yeah. Vaporware for all time. The game with the 2 after it that definitely has the worst outcome of any sequel maybe ever. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I think this was a really solid Summer Game Fest. I think it's interesting. It's interesting to me that like the stuff that I'm the most excited by are like kind of what I said at the beginning, like the titles that are not what I guess we were expecting. The smaller titles, the more story focused titles. We got a lot of those in this. The fact that basically I did this whole preamble at the beginning being like, I want stuff that does stuff that's weird and looks, it takes risks and, is doing stuff with smaller teams, on a smaller scale, more focused on, these story-driven experiences that give us some real meat to fucking, gnaw on, as opposed to all these big, explodey AAA, fucking smorgasbords of just crazy flashing lights and visuals. And again, I feel like we got a bunch of those in here, I think a lot of the stuff that we saw is stuff from really dedicated development teams who are really trying to make something unique, who are really trying to make something interesting, and sometimes make something a little different. And we're also, I think we're seeing that with Alien Isolation. They're not trying to retread the same old ground. I think, Arc Genesis is something that looks really exciting and different. And, taking the Shadow of the Colossus formula and doing something new with it. I'm really excited for the Blood of Dawn Walker. I have been since that game was announced. I love, again, the 1666 Amsterdam, if that is what I hope that is and what it seems like. Again, Witch Coven Assassin's Creed, let's fucking go. That sounds dope as hell. And Wolf Among Us, Wolf Among Us 2 being a thing that exists. Not a new title, but something that we, heard announced years ago. But also, like my hope is that from the look of it, it's not a game that's going to fall into the same Telltale formula that sort of torpedoed Telltale when they were making those games, but is trying to do something that, respects the Telltale style game, but also brings The Last of Us. I said The Last of Us there. Wolf Among Us 2 into, a new type of experience. And End of Abyss is definitely one that I'm intrigued by. I really hope that Final Fantasy VII Revelation kicks ass. Again, I need to play Rebirth. I need to finish Remake. And I hope it is everything that the audience that is waiting for that final entry is hoping for. I really can't say that enough. And honestly, like, it was a good show. I think what I find the most interesting is that actually, I will say the one thing that is incredibly surprising, no GTA 6 anything. No GTA 6 anything, which actually is fine, I think. I think we know that game is coming, and I didn't need to see more of it. I know there are people who want to know and see more about it, but I'm actually glad that we were able to see these games that are going to be coming out around it and not have to lean into the fact that, yes, we know GTA 6 is coming. There's always a chance that it could get delayed again. And there are other games coming out besides GTA 6. And we saw a lot of those today. And last but not least, it felt good to see games that I wasn't expecting and not just be things that were like, you know, sequels to the biggest games ever, that we're actually getting some of the games from smaller studios that, you know, we thought would never come out, and that, you know, studios and developers are getting to make the games that they want to make, you know, bringing out, you know, the people who came up with the ideas for these games, having the developers on the stage, having the developers in the theater, you know, and I don't know, really just, again, from the very beginning, making a point of being like, you know, there's a very wide range of video game tastes, and the video games that are being made, it's not that they have to cater to all the palettes out there, but it is a better, healthier, stronger, and more vibrant video game space when devs are given the freedom to make games that don't just exist in these columns of live service, shooter, you know, extraction shooter, what have you, you know, that it is vital for this industry that it does not forget about, you know, really immersive, compelling story experience video games. And I think there are a lot of those. I think we're eating really well with the list that we've got here. And there was a very impressive, eclectic variety of stuff being shown. And I don't know. I think they hit every beat really well. I mean, I want to say it was like a B+, maybe even an A-. I know there's a lot of stuff that I was very happy about. I think, you know, I might take like a half point off for the Stranger Than Heaven thing, but there really wasn't anything in there that I looked at and I didn't feel like, okay, someone will play this. There's an audience for that. I think they really had a great range of stuff that, you know, there's a little something for everybody in there, and that's really that is the way that this industry sustains, is when, you know, it is able to give compelling experiences to the wide variety of video game audiences that exist out there. So I don't know. I think it was a good showing. They're supposedly still working on BG&E 2. Ubi purged a bunch of projects in January. Said BG&E 2 was not one of them. Has far exceeded. I mean, like, here's the thing. I think Ubisoft, not that this has anything to do with Summer Game Fest whatsoever, I think Ubisoft will burn to the ground before they admit that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is canceled. I don't think there's a world that exists where they will actually come out and say, unless they are closing the doors behind them, unless they are walking out of the building and, you know, the head of that company, who I cannot remember his name right now, Frenchy McFrenchman, walks out of the building and says, "We are blowing it up and Beyond Good and Evil 2 is cancelled. Au revoir." Boom. And they'll just walk away from it, just like smoking a gasoise as the building burns behind him. That's the only fucking way that it'll ever happen. They will never admit that it's dead. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. As for Summer Game Fest, that's it for Summer Game Fest. I need to take a break and get this video uploaded, and I might be back later to do Day of the Devs after the fact. We might just do it on our own time. And there are also some other games. I definitely want to check out the Onimusha demo. I want to check out the prologue for 1666 Amsterdam. And then there were some other things up there. Oh, and the online beta for Mortal Shell 2. This was a really damn good showing. I really feel good about it. I think Geoff did a great job. I think Lucy did a great job. I love that they mentioned Lucy's new newsletter that she's doing, talking about, trying to get games out there to people who sign up for the newsletter so that they don't miss those games that come out. And, it's interesting. Like I said, I think there was a little something for everyone. I think it was a really great selection of games. I didn't feel like we were so overwhelmed by Animu as we always are in these projects, that like some of the stuff that they used as the like interstitials, the ads in between the premieres, were actually things that people were interested in. And there was a Wuthering Waves Cyberpunk crossover, but it didn't feel like every single ad was a gacha game this time, which honestly, thank fuck, because that was one of my major complaints from the last time around, where it was just like the Animu is strong with this event. And honestly, I think I don't see any, like, after having witnessed a couple of these and sat through a couple of these Summer Game Fests, I think this is a pretty strong showing. I will just say, if there is one thing, that I still find it doesn't sit with me as well as I would like, is that, and it's not a fault of the Summer Game Fest formula, as much as it is just a inability to do it in the time frame. Well, I guess then maybe it is. What I'm trying to say is, I think one of the things that I find disappointing about this compared to, like, say, an E3 back in the day, is that because this is a theatrical event, where it's people watching trailers and gameplay reveals and stuff like that. We just don't get that same kind of response that you would get when people would like go to a stage during like E3, whether it's IGN or GameSpot or what have you, sitting down with the devs, watching people play the game and giving you an idea of what the hell this thing is about. There isn't time in this formula to have people do that. And I kind of wish that there were more ways in this formula for the devs to come out and really give, like, I was hoping one of these games would have like maybe 10 minutes of like you actually being shown, more details. Like I would have loved that with 1666 Amsterdam, or something more with Strange. Like I would have loved to see more gameplay from Stranger Than Heaven. I just feel that, the one downside of it just being trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer is that you never walk away feeling like you've had the meal. You don't feel like you've had like a bunch of appetizers and you're still being left hungry. And the nice thing about E3 is that you would be able to go and turn to an outlet who would then be sitting down with the devs. They'd be playing the games, and you could see what further thing that trailer would lead you into, as an experience, as a preview. And you just don't get that from Summer Game Fest. And I think that's always my takeaway from these, is that everything looks great, but what I really need to know is I need to know what the gameplay is. How does the game play like? And if you're just going to show me a teaser trailer with pre-rendered graphics, I'm not going to feel as excited about what you're showing me as if you actually give me a real substantive gameplay preview, which is why I always preface all of these streams with, assume it is vaporware until there is a demo, people have had hands-on time with it, or there's a release date and you've actually seen real fucking gameplay, because everything is always subject to change. Like, don't pre-order a fucking thing until you know for sure that game is not vaporware. So GW3 is a prequel set in Ore. That's what a lot of people were suggesting because, and I'm not an expert on Guild Wars 3 lore, but the main area that it's set in had apparently been sunken and re-raised later in Guild Wars 2 and is actually an entire area that has been zombified as a result. I mean, apparently the world, that area of the world is in Guild Wars 2, but it is a shadow of its former self. It's a ruined area of that world. Yeah, Guild Wars 3 being announced is maybe the craziest fucking thing. Like, I guess it would be even crazier if they hadn't like sent out that screenshot of Guild Wars 3 to every ArenaNet partner, which they did do that. So that made it a little less of a surprise. Like if there had been no buzz about that leading into this Summer Game Fest, I would have literally like fallen out of my chair. I would have just like shut up back and landed on my couch at the Guild Wars 3 announcement. But the fact that there were a lot of people making videos leading up to this saying like, yeah, we think it's coming. And also have ArenaNet having put out that 25-year anniversary thing video that they put out recently, 25 years of ArenaNet and Guild Wars. That seemed highly plausible. Yeah, ultimately, pretty phenomenal show. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, probably about an A- for me. And that's really only because I actually feel like, as I will say, two things that really made me very happy about this was that there really weren't a ton of cringy moments in this thing. It was very much like, no Muppets, no weird, awkward, the like whole cast of the Street Fighter movie thing. Like the Snoop Dogg stuff was downplayed. Very weird. No Hideo Kojima sighting. I guess they might, is the bromance over? Whatever. They did bring out Jigsaw. That was fine. I didn't think that was too cringe. Yeah, I think the thing was I was amazed with just how straightforward this showing was, Again, very, very downplayed shoes by Geoff Keighley, which Geoff, my friend. Can I call you Geoff? No? Okay. Mr. Keighley. You need to flash your shoes next time, my friend, my guy. Oh my God, I can't fucking form words anymore. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, ladies and germs. This was a really excellent Summer Game Fest video stream, live watch, talk, play thing. I will be back later, probably to watch the Indie Dev, the Day of the Dev showcase later this evening after I go and get some food. If I don't do it today, I will then do it tomorrow, which is Saturday. And I don't know if I'll put up a video on YouTube about that. But this, obviously, this wonderful stream today will be up on YouTube probably tonight. If you're watching this already, then it has already gone up. And I will be back again on Sunday for the Xbox showcase and the Gears of War showcase as well. That's going to do it for me for the stream. Summer Game Fest has come and gone once again. I know it's very sad. Well, actually, no, there is more Summer Game Fest on Sunday. But the official showcase, the Key 3s, the one we've been waiting for, has concluded at last. And so too must I bid you all adieu. Before I do, let me just say one more time to all of you watching the live stream, thank you so much for being here. Please consider following the live stream if you're here on twitch.tv/DarksideRob, If you're watching this on the VOD after the fact on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and then come over to Twitch, twitch.tv/DarksideRob, and hit the follow button so you can watch the Xbox Live Showcase with us live here on Twitch on Sunday. And last but certainly not least, be sure to follow me all over the internet, all over social media. !social on the chat here. Also, there are links down in the doobly-doo below the VOD on YouTube. And finally, please consider subscribing to Twitch, either with Twitch Prime or good old-fashioned $6. Please consider subscribing on YouTube. You can also support me on Patreon and Coffee. Any support at all never, it's always, I'm trying to figure out the right way to say it. It's never mandatory. It's always of your own volition, but always very much appreciated if you do end up monetarily supporting what I do here in any way, shape, or form. Last but not least, I keep saying that over and over again. I just want to wish you all a wonderful, happy, amazing, fantastic, and fun-filled Friday evening and weekend. And I will see you all on the next video here on YouTube and on the live stream back on Twitch TV with more Summer Game Fest to come and many more videos, video games, live streams, and voice acting and music news and industry facts of all kinds here on the Randomcast. Thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time. Until then, keep playing those video games. Stay safe, everybody. Be good to each other now more than ever. Until then, peace out, YouTube. See you next time.